on down, you soldiers, sailors, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen, to a meeting of the Chamber Music Society of Lower Basin Street. Here's Paul Laval, the Woodwinds, and your chairman, Dr. Milton J. Cross.
Who's sorry now? Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps the name Victor Hockmeyer means little to you, and perhaps the name Bernard McGrizzlebeak means less to you. But here is a man whose name means absolutely nothing to nobody. Your chairman, Dr. Milton J. Cross.
Greetings, music lovers. Maestro Laval, myself, and the entire cast of the Society have just concluded a personal appearance at the Roxy Theater here in New York. And I must say the newspaper notices were most gratifying. Of my work, the Times said, superb. The Herald Tribune said, magnificent. The Sun said, entrancing. And the music critic of the International Concert and Opera Review, Mr. Schnazzola Durante, said, umbriago. But now our guest diva of the evening, the charming prima donna, Miss Gertrude Neeson. Miss Neeson's voice can be best described as mezzo coloratura bravura, or as they say at the Metropolitan, lousy. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gertrude Neeson. Welcome to our concert hall, Miss Neeson. Pull up Paul Laval and sit down.
Thank you, Dr. Cross. By the way, you don't have to call me Miss Neeson. You can call me by my nickname.
All right. Knobby Knees. The other night, I dropped in at the nightclub where you're working, and I must say you did a very fine job. There's only one criticism I have to make.
What's that?
You move the fans too fast. But I don't mean to be derogatory, Miss Neeson. As a matter of fact, I kind of go for you.
They're either too young or too old. But what are you getting at, fossil face?
Oh, I hope you don't think I'm too fresh, but will you be my Valentine?
Oh, get a load of this corny Casanova. Dr. Cross, you've already got a sweetheart.
Who told you that?
I was in Central Park yesterday, and I saw it carved on a tree. Milton Cross loves Martha Washington. How about that?
It's a lie. I was never in love with Martha Washington. But, oh, that Betsy Ross. However, let's forget the whole thing. What aria are you going to sing tonight?
Keep smiling.
At these jokes? Don't be silly. Go ahead and sing, Slinky.
Let's keep smiling. Let's keep laughing. Let's be happy laughing. Let's be happy. Oh, yatta-ha-da-ha. Keep smiling and keep laughing. Keep a punching and everything will be all right. Let's keep smiling. Let's keep laughing. Let's be happy. Oh, yatta-ha-da-ha. Let's keep smiling. Yatta-da-da. Let's keep laughing. Yatta-da-da. Let's be happy. Oh, yeah. Let's keep smiling. Yatta-da-da. Let's keep laughing. Yatta-da-da. Let's be happy. Oh, yatta-da-da. Keep laughing and keep punching. Keep smiling and everything will be all right. Let's keep smiling. Let's keep laughing. Let's be happy. Oh, yatta-da-da-da. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
Thank you, Miss Neeson. That's the first time I ever saw a microphone back away from a performer. Way down yonder in New Orleans. There are two major incidents in New Orleans history. First, our Chamber Music Society was born there, and second, the city was swept by a flood in 1876. Recently, we offered to play a concert in New Orleans, and by unanimous consent, the residents said they'd rather have a return of the flood. However, the music you just heard was conducted by Maestro Laval, known everywhere to musicians as the Shrunken Stokowski. By the way, Maestro, we could hardly hear you playing your clarinet during that first chorus. What happened? Oh, I see. The maestro says he couldn't play the clarinet. His two assistants didn't arrive in time to blow up his lungs. Well, our next artist of the evening is our bronchial baritone, Dick Todd. The girls of Vassar College have demonstrated their enjoyment of Mr. Todd's singing by forming a Dick Todd Radio fan club. The only requirement for membership is that one must not have a radio. Tonight, Mr. Todd will introduce a brand new song never heard before on the air. Mersey Dotes. The lyric of the song is as follows. Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy divey, a kiddledy divey too, wouldn't you? Such beauty of thought. Such depth of feeling. Such nausea. Sing, Mr. Todd.
Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy diving, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Yes, Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy diving, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? If the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled and jiving, sing Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy diving. Oh, Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy diving, kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? I know a ditty, nutty as a fruitcake, goofy as a goon, and silly as a loon. Some call it pretty, and others call it crazy. They all sing this tune. Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy diving. Yes, Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy diving. If the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled and jiving, sing Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and the little lambsy diving. Oh, Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy diving, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you?
Having presented a succession of outstanding pianists such as Hosea Turby, Hazel Scott, Oscar Levant, and Count Basie, tonight we face the inevitable letdown. And here he is, Senor Carmen Cavallaro. Mr. Cavallaro, won't you tell our patrons something about yourself?
Well, I've got an orchestra of my own, and I've made a number of stage appearances, and my record albums have sold millions.
It's too bad you didn't live to enjoy your success. Mr. Cavallaro, I see you brought your hands along. What are you going to play tonight?
Stormy weather.
Oh, Mazzy-Dotes with lightning. Okay, Mr. Cavallaro, seat yourself at our waterproof piano and play. Mr. Cavallaro, the piano is easier to play if you first lift the cover off the keyboard. Here, I'll do it for you.
Gee, look. Keys. Black ones and white ones.
That's the idea. These guys are terrific with arpeggios, harmonic interpretation, and counterpoint, but they smell on fundamentals. Go ahead, Cavallaro. Bravo, Mr. Cavallaro. I'm going to learn to play the piano as well as you if it takes me a week. And now, mincing on stage for an encore is Miss Gertrude Neeson. For the benefit of our unseen audience, let me say that Miss Neeson is wearing her blonde hair in a new Victory coiffure. 3 small bangs and a dash of peroxide. I might also mention that her evening gown shows off her hourglass figure. Of course, it does look like most of the sand has run into the bottom part of the glass. She's to sing the Spanish folk tune, Besame Mucho. The scene is a typical village in Mexico called El Brooklyn. And in the first movement, the hero enters on a horse with a big brass fanfare. If you think that libretto is bad, wait till you hear Miss Neeson sing.
Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte otra vez. Bésame, bésame mucho. Each time I cling to your kiss, I hear music divine. That you'll always be mine. This joy is something new, my arms enfolding you. Never knew this thrill before. Whoever thought I'd be holding you close to me, whispering, it's you I adore. Dearest one, if you should leave me, each little dream would take wing, and my life would be through. Bésame mucho, love me forever, and make all my dreams come true. Que tengo miedo, perderte, amor.
Whenever I hear this opus, it brings back to mind my last visit to Vienna. Ah, gay Vienna, light-hearted Vienna, happy Vienna. When it came time for me to leave, I couldn't tear myself away. My pants were caught in the hotel door. Maestro, will you put us up the creek?
This rebroadcast of the Chamber Music Society of Lower Basin Street is a presentation of the Armed Forces Radio Service.